Hey, you, I need you to hit the subscribe button below.
The title of this class is called The Fear Tactics of Satan. Hey, can you turn us up, please? The Fear Tactics of, check. Thank you. The Fear Tactics of Satan. Fear, let me tell you something. I experienced this last week, man. I was telling you about it. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
We're going to go into it, though. About the tactics, man, that this damn devil puts into our women's brain, puts into our men's brain to get them to adhere to what they want them to do. Convinces them. Our people are being convinced, persuaded by fear. They're being persuaded by the fear of the white man. Instead of being stronghold, unmovable with the faith of God. Fear brings confusion. Confusion brings panic. When you panic, you're not thinking clear. When you're not thinking clear, you will believe anything. Fear brings panic. Esau is not that's their right now. That's what they do. That's that spiritual battle. That fear. They put that fear in our especially our sisters. Especially our sisters. They put that fear in you to make you confused. Brothers too. And then once you're confused, you panic. Once you're in that panic mode, you're not thinking clear. And when you're not thinking clear, you'll believe any damn thing. Get Psalms 34:1.
Wrong decisions and all.
Yeah, you'll believe anything once that fear set in. Now you're in that panic mode. And you cannot think clear when you are in panic mode. No, they call it, what they call it? Code, code red, code black. That's what they call that panic, code black. Read that, Psalms 34:1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 34 and verse 1. I will bless the Lord at all times. Mm-hmm. His praise shall continually be in my mouth.
It says his praise shall continually be in our mouths. Read on.
My soul shall make her boast in the Lord.
Uh-huh.
The humble shall hear thereof and be glad.
Watch this.
Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together.
Let us exalt his name together. We understand the name of God is the word of God. Let us exalt together. Watch this.
I sought the Lord, and he heard me.
Go ahead.
And delivered me from all my fears.
Delivered me from all my fear. See, when we in fear, we never think to go to the Bible. Let me get my comfort from God. We automatically go into that panic mode, and then we believe anything. Anybody can tell us any damn thing.
Right, and that's why saying.
Please.
When it comes down to it, when we read Ecclesiastes 2:1, that's why the scripture says, cleave unto him, make not haste in the times of trouble. Because when we make haste in times of trouble, that's when the panic comes in because of the fear that's been incited. So we got to be able to cleave unto the Lord, and we got to be able to focus on what his words is.
Right. Read that read that verse 4 again.
Verse 4, I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears.
And delivered me from all my fears. Get Psalms 56 and 1. We're gonna read a lot in Psalms today. We're gonna read a lot in Psalms too. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 56 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Be merciful unto me, O God, for man would swallow me up. He fighting daily oppress me.
It says, be merciful. This is what we got to pray for. Be merciful unto us, O God. Why? Because we fighting daily. It said, for man will swallow me up. We are being swallowed up daily. Read on.
Mine enemies would daily swallow me up.
Our enemies are looking to kill us every single day by any means necessary. And I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of times, Esau, I'm going to tell you, the majority of time, Esau don't got to put a bullet in your head. All they got to do is put fear in you. That's a weapon, man. Fear is a weapon. And we're going to go over that through the history of that thing. Fear is a weapon used by the enemy. Yeah, go ahead.
It's so bad that you can't even punish your kids.
Right. Hey, I was thinking about that, bro. You know when you whoop your kids and you be like, oh, damn. I hope nobody don't call the police.
That's right.
I hope my neighbors don't call the police.
Right.
you tear some rough up, and in that mind, you feel like, oh, damn, did I go too much? Damn, the neighbors, oh, man, I'm waiting on that knock at the door.
Who's going to report me?
What's going on in there? That's that fear. That's that fear, man. Just like brothers fear to be raised up and teach the word of God. They fear that thing. Sisters fear. They think the doctor's word is 100% fact. They think the nurse's word is 100% fact.
That over God.
They put that over God. They put their faith in the doctor when your first faith should be in God.
Right. I know that's right. They put their faith in the media.
Yeah.
They put whatever I want to do.
Right. They put their faith in that media. They put their faith in the president. You know? They put that faith in the same people that's putting fear in you. Read that. Psalms, what we at? 56.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
Psalms 56 and verse 2. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up.
Go ahead.
For they be many that fight.
They be many. They be many. Read on.
For they be many that fight against me.
Hold that. Go to Psalms 83. Our enemies are many. Many enemies that we are fighting against. Many, many enemies, man. Psalms 83. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies
remember we read in Psalms 56, it says we have many enemies. It said, for they be many that fight against me. Read on.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
Go ahead.
And they that hate thee,
they that hate us,
have lifted up the head.
We got to understand something, man. We got to understand something. Every nation out there hates your guts. I mean, damn. What we got to do to get that through our heads? Every nation out there hates your black gums. Hates your black neck. Hates everything about you. We got to understand that. They do not have your best interest at heart. They do not have your best interest at heart. They may be helping you because they're obligated to. They're obligated to keep a job. They're obligated to not go to jail. They're obligated to help you. They don't want to help you. So you got to understand something. They are not going to offer you that the best treatment that you can get all the time. Sometimes it's gonna be, I just give the niggas the lower level treatment.
Right. Like you saying that they're obligated in public's eyes.
Yeah.
But in the background, they're like, man, I can't stand this nigga.
Right.
This nigga got to go. He got to die. Got to give him some poison or something.
Right. Read it again.
Verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Read on.
They that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They that hate us have lifted up the head. They're prideful to the point where, hey, you don't know what's best. Doctors will tell you, you don't know what's best for you. What? we allow our enemies, because they have the credentials, to incite fear in us that'll make us receive any type of treatment out there.
You know how that's true, because instead of giving us the proper diet and saying this is what you should eat, this is how you should govern your diet, they would rather give you pills and prescribe you pills and say this is what you need.
Hey, and we're gonna go over that.
Right.
We's gonna go over that because in the commercial, it starts you out with nothing but the good things, right, of that pill.
Right.
But then afterwards, it's always the side effects is worse than what you already got.
Right.
Like what? Wait a minute. I'm taking asthma medication, but the side effect of this medication is shortness of breath. What the hell is this?
Potential death.
Yeah.
What the,
Potential lung collapse.
that's
what?
the end all. That's the hell.
I'm taking asthma medication, and the symptom of the asthma medication is shortness of breath. The hell I'm taking the medication for?
That's contrary to what I need. What the hell is going on?
But Esau put that fear in you, like you need this medication. You need these pills. You need the I'm gonna tell you, Big Pharma is a huge multi-billion-dollar industry that's built off of fear, built off of putting fear in our people to make them go to the pills, to make them go to the chemicals. When in actuality, like Bishop been going over, all we gotta do is burn the fat, eat better,
right.
eat fruits, vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Do our due diligence in our diet. Don't be what is it? Don't be a consumer of dainty meats. Moderation. We can do that. But Esau says, oh, if you do that, you have the potential of dying. Well, damn it, if I take these pills, I'm gonna die anyway.
Right.
So, Cap, if I could say so.
Good.
So with all that, you mean to tell me the doctor still ain't came up with a cure to nothing?
Doctor ain't came up with a cure for nothing. That's why the Lord, hey, give me that. Where's that at? In Sirach. You know what I want, right? Or it might be, yeah, what that say? Yep. Watch this. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician.
Physician, right? So he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. Start up verse 9.
Verse 9, Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 9.
Read.
My son, in thy sickness be not negligent.
Go ahead.
But pray unto the Lord.
But do what?
Pray unto the Lord.
Pray unto the Lord. Read on.
And he will make thee whole.
He will make thee whole. How the Lord gonna make you whole? 'Cause, we ain't saying neglect your medication. We ain't saying neglect the doctor. But the first thing you got to put your faith in is God.
Right.
Don't put your faith in the doctor before you put your faith in God. Oh, I'm sick. The first thing I'm doing, I'm going straight to the doctor. Oh, damn, I'm about to die. No, you need to pray to the Lord.
Right.
Pray to the Lord. Put your faith in God. Read on. Watch verse 10.
Leave off from sin.
Leave off from sin. Leave off from sin. Meaning you got to set your orders, man. You got to set your, what it say? Set your mind aright.
Right.
Set your mind aright. Okay, I'm sick. Let me pray to the Lord. Let me examine myself to make sure that when I go to God, I am not in sin. I am clean. I don't have any blemish. Let me make sure of that.
Right.
Because I put my faith in God. I put my fear in God. The doctor is just a bonus. Because without your fear in God, without your faith in the Most High, that doctor is nothing. God ain't gonna do nothing but put fear in you to make you neglect God. Read on.
Leave off from sin.
Leave off from sin.
And order thine hands aright.
Order thy hands aright. Order thy mind aright. Read on.
And cleanse thy heart from all wickedness.
And cleanse your heart, cleanse your mind from all evilness, from all sin. The Lord don't say, oh, immediately fear for your life and go to the doctor. No, the Lord don't say that. The Lord said, trust in me, pray, make sure you are cleansed from your sin, get right with me first, and then go to the doctor. Get your mind right with me, because at the end of the day, if the Lord put his hand on you to die, ain't no doctor can save you.
Right.
But if the Lord put a hand on you to save your life, Ain't no doctor. It's not the doctor that's saving you, it's the Lord. But they put that fear in you. Fear, like, oh, you got to take this. You got to do that. They've been doing that for centuries. Go back to Psalms 56. 56 and read verse 2 again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 56 and verse 2.
These are just the little basics of the tactics of fear that the white man uses on our people. This is just a few of them. I'm only going to go over 2 today, but this could be a series.
Right.
This could be a series of tactics that this white man uses. We at war, y'all. We are at war, and our enemy knows our weaknesses, sin and fear. Let's make sure they in sin, and let's make sure that we keep them not trusting in God.
Yeah, Cap, if you don't mind, can I get a quick script?
Now, hold on. Let's finish this. Read that. Psalms 56.
The book of Psalms, chapter 56 and verse 2.
Read.
Mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me.
Go ahead.
O thou most high.
They be many that fight against thee, just like we just read in Psalms 83. Many nations have come against us. Read.
What time am I am afraid?
Watch this.
I will trust in thee.
What did David say? Read that again.
What time I am afraid?
When I am afraid, read.
I will trust in thee.
That's when your faith got to kick in. That's when your trust got to kick in. We all get scared. We all get afraid. Don't get it twisted. We all are men. We all are mortal men. That means we have the emotion of fear many times of the day. But when your fear comes, that's when your faith got to kick in. That's when you trusting in the Lord has to kick in. That's your trial. That's your test. Let me see what they going to do. Let me see what he going to do. Let me see what she going to do. Is she going to revert to trusting in me? Or is she going to give her whole soul to the fear tactics of the white man? What is they going to do? What you going to say? You going to say something?
I would say that's that fight or flight response.
Yeah, that's that fight or flight.
That fight or flight. You going to fight, you going to have faith, or you just going to give into the fear. You gonna flight.
Because remember, fear causes confusion.
Right.
Confusion causes panic. When you've been panicked, you cannot think clear. Right. And when you're not thinking clear, you'll believe anything. You'll believe anything. Choices.
Cap, a lot of time that trusting in the Lord is keeping the dietary laws.
Yeah, right.
Laws, not sleeping around.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That trusting the Lord is to say, you know what, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. Let me trust in God that He gonna direct me in the right way. Let me go to God first. Right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Especially, well, if it's not a what they call it, immediate, like you gotta immediately go to the doctor or something like that, or the hospital. That's different.
Surgery.
Right. Like emergency surgery, something like that. But even in the midst of that, your first thought in your mind, in your spirit should be, let me go to God. Let me make sure I'm right with God. Let me put my faith in Him, and whatever happens, happens. Read on.
Verse 4, in God I will praise His word. In God I have put my trust.
In God we must put our trust, y'all. We must put our trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord means that believing in something He had already ordained to happen. A lot of times we say, oh, put your trust in God. Put your trust in God. We're not telling you to trust blindly because the Lord already told you what the outcome going to be. The Lord already told you, those that believe in me shall be safe. The Lord told you, what is that in Isaiah? Isaiah 26:3, right? Give me that real quick. Isaiah 26:3. Isaiah 26:3. The Lord already told us the beginning and the end.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 3.
Read.
Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace.
Thou wilt keep us in perfect peace. Read on.
Whose mind is stayed on thee.
Whose mind is stayed on God. So we already have the end game to the story. The end game of the story of Israel is that we're going to be in perfect peace. Long as we keep our mind on God. The Lord ain't saying, trust me blindly. The Lord actually gives you the definitions of why you should trust him. He actually gives you the persuasions
Right.
of why we should continue to trust him. He actually tells us why, what's going to happen. You know how to say the when, what, how, why?
Who, what, when,
Who,
where,
what, when, why? The Lord does all that. He gives it to you. This is why you should trust me, because I've already written it down. It's already been prophesied that y'all going to be safe as long as you trust me.
Even having that fear of death, you shouldn't be afraid of that.
Shouldn't be afraid of it.
You shouldn't be afraid of that, because the end all is the kingdom.
Yep.
Keeping the commandments, you know, when that fear come upon you, hey, I'm straight. You know what? Even if it is my time to go.
Yep. Now we're not saying that you, because death, we understand that we, like I said, we mortal men. So we have emotions, we have feelings. But like I said, we should always revert it, get our minds right, meditate on God. Because even, like you say, even with death, Esau has put a stigma on death to where it's very fearful.
Right.
Forefathers didn't fear death.
Right. Right.
Our forefathers welcomed that thing.
You read throughout Maccabees where we was put to death. And
Hey, Kevin, if I could say something on that.
kept the laws.
We fear death as a nation, but we won't fear death when we run around here game banging, sagging
Right.
our pants,
Right.
eating pork.
Right.
It's it's so crafty that we walking around here dead, dying by not keeping the laws, but they make us fear death in a way where if we come together as a people.
Right.
Well,
Hey, that's a heavy point. That's a heavy point, man. They make us fear death in its totality, but we don't fear the things that causes death.
Right.
That's just a congregation of the dead, man. When we walking out here without the laws, we dead.
Go back to Psalms. We almost done with that. Let's finish that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 56 and verse 4. In God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust.
Go ahead.
I will not fear what flesh can do
We
unto
ain't
me.
gonna fear what flesh can do to us. Read on.
Every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil.
Read that again.
Every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil.
All of these nations' thoughts are evil against us. And we're gonna go over that. All these nations' thoughts are evil against us. There's no peaceful thought that they have concerning the nation of Israel, concerning the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. There's no peaceful resolution. There is no peace in their mind concerning you. But we believe them cold-heartedly. We won't do no research. They say these big behind names, chemicals. I had to tell the nurse, what chemical is that? Oh, can you write it down for me?
Right.
And you can see the disdain look on her face, like, this nigga.
Because when you back them up like that, they expect us to believe them blindly.
Right, just take any type of, just take any old thing. I even called my mama, what chemical is this? I know I'm a nurse. What chemical? Is this normal? Hell yeah, hey, I need evidence.
Right.
I need proof that you putting this in my wife's body is going to help her. I'm not that type of brother. I'm not that type of brother just to believe anything, especially the white man. I don't give a damn. You can have all the degrees in the world. I'm gonna look this up, and if I feel like this is not the right path, we ain't taking it.
Some degrees just make you more crafty.
Yeah, right. That's it. That's why, bro, it's called a practice. We understand it's called a practice because they practicing on our They don't have the real solution.
They figure it out to a science.
Not right. Bro, we taking medication based off of a theory.
Right.
We taking medication based off of a educated guess. What is it called? Hypothesis.
Right.
We taking medication based off of a hypothesis from our enemy. Damn.
we literally that test subject.
Yeah, we are test subjects. Go to the book of Psalms 119. Go to the book of Psalms 119. 119 and verse 110.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 110.
Go ahead.
The wicked have laid a snare for me,
Mm-hmm.
yet I erred not from thy
It
precepts.
says the wicked lay traps for us. Can we look up the definition? Put a definition of snare. It said the wicked lay snares for us. Yea,
I err not from thy precepts. They say I err not from God's laws. Read that.
1. A contrivance often consisting of a noose for entangling birds or mammals.
a trap consisting of a noose consisting of animals. Go ahead.
Something by which one is entangled, involved in difficulties, or impeded.
Impeded. Watch verse 2.
Something deceptively attractive.
Something deceptively attractive.
I think this looks like the right way to go. Well, you know, if you don't do this, this can happen. If you don't take this medication, this can happen. If you don't get this epidural, you can be in pain.
If you don't get this C-section, you could be in pain.
But they got to deceive you.
They gotta
in
deceive
order
you.
for you to take it.
But the first thing you got to do is put fear in you.
Right.
That's the first thing. If you want to persuade people, you have to put fear in them. Remember, with the movie The Book of Eli, the reason why that white man, the devil, wanted the Bible, he said it's a weapon. He said the Bible's a weapon.
Right.
We can control the masses of the people with what? Fear. It's always about fear, man. People go to war based off of fear. People do their what is it called? Kings and judges make decisions when it comes to dealing with nations and dealing with politics off of fear. We have to put fear on the masses to control them. And that's what's going on today. Go to the book of Psalm 64:1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Read on.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked,
Go ahead.
from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
The white man. From insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Read on.
Who whet their tongue like a
Who
sword,
sharpen their tongue like a sword. Read.
and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Go ahead.
Even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret
In secret
at the perfect.
at the perfect. Shoot in secret at the perfect. Who's the perfect? We are the perfect. We are the perfect because we follow Christ. Who in all they're really shooting at Christ. But they do all of this in secret. They do all of this crap in secret. Do y'all know that? That's what I was telling you this last week, telling my wife. The study of gynecology was based off of the torture of Israelite women. I want you to understand something. The study of gynecology was formulated, was created off of the cries, the screams, the agony, the pain of Israelite women. So how in the hell today we really think that the enemy has our best interests at heart when it comes to dealing with a woman's comely parts? I want y'all to think about that. That's why I'm like, well, we need more Israelite sisters to deal with Israelite women. We need more of our sisters to deal with each other when it comes to that, because when it comes from Esau, or even our people that's under the regime of Esau,
Right.
they don't have your best interest at heart. You are just another patient. You are just another dollar bill.
Yep.
That's all you are. And we don't understand that. We don't understand that.
The same tactics that they've been using back then, they're using now.
They're using now.
And even when if you don't mind me, can I get this precept real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh,
bro.
okay.
I'm gonna give it to you.
My bad.
Read on.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Go ahead.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. Read on.
They commune of laying snares.
Laying traps.
Privily.
Privately, unknowingly, they laying snares for us. They laying traps for us. I'm gonna tell you, when Esau asks you about your kids, oh, you got a lot of kids. Why? Why are you having so many kids? Why you having so many kids? What's going on? You gonna get a snip? Hell no. Tell you, man, when they see that, they be like, nah, we gotta stop these niggas from populating. Remember, the Lord told us to what? Be fruitful and multiply. We are as the sand of the sea. Right. You got to understand something. Every captivity, their objective was to kill off the saviors. The Lord said that this place is spiritual Egypt. What did they do in Egypt? They tried to kill off all the males to stop a Israelite savior. This place is spiritual Egypt. You think they're not doing that today? You think they're not promoting that today? That's why they promote birth control. They promote condoms. They promote all that stuff to keep our people down. Keep us in sin. Pill. Right. What is the morning after pill? We're going to get that. Keep reading. We ain't almost done. But come on, keep reading. We got a lot more to go. We got to go. Come on.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Go ahead.
They commune of laying snares privily.
Watch this.
They say, who shall see them?
They say, who shall see us? Can't nobody see us. Don't nobody know that we actually giving you this to kill your behind. And we don't even think twice about it. We just take it. Yeah, we need you to take this medication, this medication. Bro, when we had the babies, I said, I was pissed off, man. All praise to the Most High. Captain Carr kept me in the spirit. Captain Carr, Captain Virus kept me in the spirit. Like, hey, man, calm down. Right to class. Bro, because I'm about to snap, bro. I'm about to snap on Esau in the hospital. Right. I'm about to snap.
Yeah, be careful with that because they'll give you something to make you have contractions more. They'll tell you the baby in danger.
Yeah. That's what they would do. It's called Pitocin.
Okay, yeah.
Pitocin. They give you a chemical to induce contractions. They try to do all that stuff, but I'll be telling my wife, I'm telling you, all of this is money. All of it is for money. It ain't for the betterment of you. It ain't for the betterment of the babies. Right. 98% of the time, 98%, the decisions they give you is based off of money. They say, oh, well, what do you want to give the baby a hepatitis shot? Excuse me. They was just born.
Wow.
They were just born a second ago. They just came out the womb a second ago, and your ass is talking about giving a hepatitis shot. Mm-hmm. The hell you talking about?
So, Cap, they still treating us like cattle.
Yeah, we cattle, man.
That's
what I want to say. They just came out of their mother's womb. Hell, y'all ain't even done with the second baby. The first baby born, the second baby still in there, and you asking me, do you want to give the baby a hepatitis shot? Hell no.
That's wicked. That's wicked, man. That's wicked. Because even through inoculation, like how we went, they'll say it's this and this, but it's something entirely different than what they're actually talking about. You shouldn't trust them at all.
Telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Tell you. Do you want to give them a hepatitis shot? No. Okay. Well, you got to sign a waiver. So they put that fear. Right. They put that fear in you.
Right.
Okay, well, you have to sign a waiver because if something happens to them, we're not going to be liable for it.
Give me the waiver.
Okay, well, I signed that mug quick as hell.
Right, give me the waiver.
My wife still. I signed that waiver. Here we go. Move on. Right. Do you want to give them an eye ointment? Eye ointment for what? Well, if you don't do it, they can develop a virus and be blind for the rest of their lives. Give me
the waiver.
Give me the waiver. I'm like, what the hell is this, man?
Right.
They incite that fear, man. Right. Do you want to give him vitamin K? Well, vitamin K stops bleeding. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, man? That's what I want to say sometimes. What are you talking about? I'm going to tell you, a lot of our sisters that go through labor by themselves, they don't have the mental capacity at that moment to actually contemplate whether their babies need these things or not. That's why a lot of our brothers and sisters in the world, they have Down syndrome.
Right.
You know, they getting all these medications because that woman is not mentally strong to deal with that. They not. That's why they need a man there. They need a level-headed man with wisdom. You ever tell that doctor, didn't I say hell no? Right. Then they try to take the babies out the room every night.
Right.
I'm like, woman, wait a minute. We told you the first time we don't want them out the room. Right. That's why I hate hospitals, bro. I hate hospitals, man, especially when it comes to delivering babies. I'm a big advocate of midwives, big advocate of home births, big advocate of doulas, big advocate, man, because when you go to that hospital, I'm telling you are nothing but another dollar bill. Remember, hospitals are businesses. We understand that. A lot of times we think, oh, hospitals just, okay, we go there and get help. Hospitals are businesses. That means they're going to give you things that you really don't need just to pump up the price. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Because this thing made me pissed, man. I'm mad now. Oh, bring out your script, bro. Bring out your script.
Oh, let me get First Ezra chapter 5. Because the same thing they've been doing back then, it's the same thing they doing now.
Hey, you know what else they hate? I'm gonna tell you what they hate, bro. They hate when I'm gonna tell you, because there was one doctor that when he looked me in the face, they hate when they go to the wife and the wife look at, my Lord, what do you think? Oh, they hate that thing. They hate that thing.
Hey, because what it is, they trying to play through the emotions of the
wife, of the woman,
and the wife is looking at you because you the head.
Oh my Lord, what? Right. my wife was like, my Lord, what do you want to do?
That's a psychological tactic that they do. They play on the emotion of women.
They play that same thing with kids. I had to take my daughter to the doctor one time because her stomach was hurt, and they wanted to go in her and see what was. I was like, no, you can go in her. Then they try to talk to her. You know, you can make it by yourself.
You see, I'm telling you, they're the devil, man.
I was sitting there.
They're the devil, man. They're the devil. They are the damn
trying to make
devil.
the kids make their own decisions.
Right. You a kid. Can't no kid make their own decisions.
Evil as hell, man.
I'm telling you, man.
They devils.
A lot of they doing. I'm gonna tell you. I used to work for the VA, and I can talk now because I've been delivering from that thing.
All praise.
I'm gonna tell you. Majority of the instruments in the VA that the doctors use are experiments. I know this for a fact. That's why I be telling brothers, that's in the military, like, hey man, you go to the VA for your medical care?
Yeah.
You better be careful. You better be careful. You better look this stuff up because a lot of times, every other week, we had what they call them? People that sell stuff. Sales reps. They used to come with magazines of brand new equipment, of brand new surgical equipment, and the doctor would say, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll try that one. I'll try this one. I'll try that. They actually experiment, man. They used to experiment.
That's crazy.
With equipment on veterans.
Dang.
I'm telling you,
that's supposed to be like a hospital that's supposed to be that where those that serve in the military,
right?
Can go and get care for free or for little to nothing,
right? But I'm telling you, they use our brothers and sisters in the government as guinea pigs.
Damn.
You gonna bring a script? You gotta be quick though, because we got a lot. We got a lot to go through.
First Ezra chapter 5 and 73.
Go ahead.
Book of First Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 73. And by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions, they hindered the finishing of the building.
So basically, the same tactics that these other nations have used back then, they're using today. By the secret plots and by the popular persuasions, they're using our own people against us to incite fear, to show that, hey, look, we know what we're talking about because we got this document on the wall that says we know what we're talking about. So through popular persuasion, they saying that everybody should go to a doctor. Everybody should go to a hospital to get the vaccine, to get this and to get that. Not understanding that they secretly shoot at us.
That's why you don't push. A lot of insurances don't cover what they call it. What they call it, man? When you do like plant based, what they call that? Herbal care. Or what's the technical word for it? What's it called, man? Damn. A lot of insurances they don't cover that stuff. I forget what it's called though. They don't cover going to a
nutritionist.
It's something like when it's a medical name for it, that those that are big in herbs, instead of medication.
Herbology.
I forget the name before. But anyway, all right, let's read on. Go to let's say herbalist. Holistic, thank you. That's what's called holistic. Holistic doctor. A lot of insurances don't even cover that. A lot of insurances don't even cover that. Your insurance covers hospitals. But you can't go to if you want to go to a holistic doctor, you got to pay your own money.
Right.
Man, it's crazy. Go to the book Numbers 13:1. You got to read quick. Numbers 13:1. Esau search out ways to, remember we just read Psalm 64. Esau search out ways to keep Israel in sin. Oh, give me the definition of fear. Hey, let me pass by that. Go ahead, definition of fear, please. Give me the definition of fear real quick. I'll read it. Fear, an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by anticipation or awareness of danger. Go down. Fear verb. To be afraid of, expect with harm, to have a reverential awe of. Go down.
Go to synapse.
Alarm, anxiety, dread, fearfulness, fright, horror, panic, scare, terror, trepidation, bother, fret, fuss, stew, stress, sweat, trouble, worry. That's what they do. They worry you all the time. They ain't want my wife. I'll tell you, they didn't expect my wife to have all praise to the Most High. My wife had vaginal birth. Twins, vaginal birth. And they were so amazed. I'll tell you, you should have saw Esau's face, bro.
Right.
Esau was amazed. Like, they couldn't believe that we actually stuck to our plan, and all praise to the Most High, our plan fell through exactly how the Lord deemed it to do.
No pain medication.
No pain medication. No C-section. Hell, they wanted her to, bro, I'm telling you, they offered her the epidural at least 6 times.
Damn.
And every time she's like, no, 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 no. The doctor kept coming in. I know you said no, but I just want you to understand the what could go wrong.
Right.
Because if something happens and we have to go inside you and turn the baby, you're gonna be in pain if you don't have an epidural. So I'm gonna let you guys think about that. What they do, they put the fear out there, and then they leave. Right. And then they say, "Yeah, we'll check on them in 30 minutes." I said, I said, me and my wife will discuss this. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Every time they come in, they like,
yep.
I bet this got him.
Yep. So what you want to do? The nurse come in after the doctor. So the epidural. What do you want to do? We ain't taking no damn epidural. We ain't taking it, man. Damn. We ain't taking it. They wanted her to go to she's supposed to have it in the OR. In the OR, just in case something goes wrong. Yeah, that thing right there in the doggone in the regular room. Right. They was amazed. They was like, "What the hell?"
He took that pain. She a trooper.
Yeah, she like popping them out. That's what the scriptures say. The Hebrew women are lively.
Yeah, we're built different.
They was amazed, man. They was like, "Oh, you need to teach classes. You need to teach classes." But they try to put that fear in you, man, to make you change what you already know to be true. And then they try to keep talking. They kept talking to us like it was our first time having a baby.
Right.
You know, I wanted to snap, bro. I wanted to snap.
But
in the beginning, you wake them up. Make sure you feed them 3 times a day. Make sure.
Did they ask you if you had any kids?
Yeah, they kept asking us every other day. They kept asking us, "Oh, how many kids you have? Oh, how many kids you have?" I'm like, bro, I wanted to cuss them out so bad, man. Make sure you wake them up. Make sure you feed them. Oh, make sure you brush them this way. Make sure you take. I'm like, you devil, don't you know we already got kids? Who are you to try to teach us how to raise our kids?
Right.
Who are you to demean us? Who are you to put fear in us? To belittle us like we don't know what the hell we doing. That's that fear, man. They try to put that fear in you. Go to Numbers 13:1.
The book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man.
So the Lord said, you know what? Send every tribe a leader, a ruler from every tribe to go search out this land. Read on.
Every one a ruler among them.
A ruler among them. Read on.
And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel.
So the Lord sent leaders. He sent heads. He didn't send no low level brothers. The Lord said, get the heads of each tribe. Send them to go scout the land. Jump to verse 17.
Verse 17.
You gotta read quick, officer.
And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan. And they said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain.
Read on.
And see the land, what it is, and the people that dwelleth therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many.
So Moses sent them to go spy out the land. Go check this land out. See the condition, see the stature of the people there, and bring their report back. Read.
And what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds.
Go ahead.
And what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not. And be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first stripe, grapes.
First ripe grapes. Read on.
So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come into Hamath. And they ascended by the south and came into Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishah, and Talmai, the children of Anak were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. And they came into the book.
Hold up. Hey, Hasadai, can you read? Because I need you to read quick. I need you to read quick. We got a lot to get through. We only got dang. We're going to 9 o'clock? Oh, 9:30? Okay. All right, let's read. Let's go. Let's do it.
The book of Numbers,
The book of Numbers 13.
the book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 22.
Yep.
And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt.
Go ahead.
And they came unto the brook of Eshcol, and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they bare it between two upon a staff. And they brought it of the pomegranates and of the figs. The place was called the brook of Eshcol, because of the cluster of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation.
So watch it. Says that they went and came to Moses. So they got the report. They got a part of the like Moses said, check out the fatness of the land. They brought it back. Watch this, read.
And to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them, and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land.
Watch this.
And they told him, and said, We came unto the land whither thou sent us, and surely it flowed with milk and honey.
Just like the Lord said it would, right? The Lord said, I'm going to give you a land flowing with milk and honey. I'm going to give you a prosperous land. I'm going to give you a fruitful land. The Lord said that. He said he was going to do it. Watch this, read.
And this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land.
Go ahead.
And the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. And the Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, and by the coast of Jordan. And Caleb stilled the people before.
And Caleb was like, hey, bro, we gonna get this. Let's go kill their ass. Let's go get this land. Caleb didn't give a damn about that. Caleb said, hey, let's go. Let's go do it. Read on.
And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are able to overcome
it. We are able to overcome it. We are able to win. We are able to conquer it. Read on.
But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we.
What did those men do? They brought fear into the nation. They brought fear into the camp. They said, we ain't stronger. Mind you, the Lord already said, I'm going to give you, watch this. Give me that Exodus 33 real quick. Exodus 33. Is that it? Verse 2? Let me see. 33 and verse. Read verse 1.
The book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, depart and go up thence, thou and the people which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt.
Watch this.
Unto the land which I swear unto Abraham.
So the Lord already said, I'm going to give you a land which I already promised to your forefather Abraham. Read on.
To Isaac.
And I promised it to Isaac. Read on.
And to Jacob.
And I promised it to your father Jacob. Read.
Saying, unto thy seed will I give it.
The Lord already said, I'm going to give you the land.
Right.
The Lord already said this land has already been destined to belong to the nation of Israel. Meaning that when Caleb said, let's go get it, that was in the Lord's plan.
Right.
And when the other ruler said, nah, they're too strong. So now you basically calling God a lie. You putting fear, you putting your trust in your fear instead of trusting in God. When from the beginning, it was already ordained for us to have that land. Watch this. Go back. Go back numbers.
Lack faith in the Lord.
Lack faith.
I'm
telling you, when we're in the state of fear, we have exited that state of faith.
Right.
That realm of faith.
Right.
What I say? Numbers 33, right?
Numbers 13.
13. Read that again.
The book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 31.
Go ahead.
But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we.
They are stronger than we. Read on.
And they brought up an evil report.
They did what?
And they brought up an evil report.
They brought up an evil report, meaning they brought up a fearful report. You understand something? That evil report was saying that we cannot win against these people. That evil report is what caused fear to fall upon the nation. That evil report is going against what God already ordained to happen. That was that evil report. Read on.
They brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants
Remember,
thereof.
It says, and they brought it unto the children of Israel. So not only what did they tell Moses, but they probably went back and told, remember, they was rulers of the tribes. Right. They probably went back and told the tribes, like, hey, this land now, these niggas over there too strong. They too big. We can't win that fight. Read on.
The land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. And all the people that we saw in it are men of a great stature.
These men too big. We can't beat these men. Read on.
And there we saw the giants.
We saw giants over there. Come on.
The sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers.
We grasshoppers. We gonna die. These dudes too big over there. We gonna die. They too big. They too tall.
So they magnified the fear. They magnified it.
I'm gonna tell you, they magnified the other nations,
right?
Rather than magnifying the Lord, rather than saying, "Oh, I know we got this. We gonna go. We gonna tear some stuff up."
Right?
Why? Because the Lord already ordained for this land to be ours. You gotta send the Lord say, "Hey, this land is yours." Yeah. You just gotta kick them out the land. But I'm gonna be with you. You crazy as hell not to be like, "Hey, let's go."
What else is there to think about?
Remember, the Lord brought them. We gonna read it. We gonna read it. Read on.
And so we were in their sight. Chapter 14 and verse 1.
Yep.
And all the congregation lift up their voice and cried.
All the congregation lift up their voice and cried. All the congregation lifted up their voice and cried based off of that evil report, based off of that fear that was incited in the congregation by the rulers of the tribes. Read on.
And the people wept that night.
Go ahead.
And all the children of Israel murmured.
All the children of Israel murmured. Watch this.
Against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, would God that we had died in the land of Egypt.
Would God that we have died in the land of, better off we died in the land of Egypt, right? Read.
Or would God we had died in this wilderness.
Watch this.
And wherefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land, to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt?
Do you know what type of slap in the face that is?
Right.
The Lord delivered you from slavery. You know what I'm saying? To return to Egypt means it's better that we return to bondage. It's better that we return to slavery. It's better that we return to chains. It's better that we return to the conditions of hell. They say it's better to return to that. But the Lord saved you out of that. The Lord redeemed you out of that. But you want to go back to it based off of a report of fear that was put on the nation. Based off of fear alone.
Right.
Based off of fear. The people murmured based off of fear. The people doubted God based off of fear. So we must, you understand, our enemies know our history. They read this Bible. Oh, they read this Bible. They understand that as long as I put fear on these people, they will neglect God. Not only will they neglect God, they will neglect their divine order. As long as I put fear on these people, as long as I tell that woman, if you had that man in your house, you can't get government assistance. As long as I tell that man, hey, if you go out and teach your people, you're going to get locked up. If you stand up for your people, you're going to be shot like Malcolm X. You're going to be done like Nat Turner. You're going to be done like Martin Luther King. As long as they put fear in the nation of Israel, we will never prosper. But watch this. There's more. Read on.
Verse 4. And they said one to another, let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt.
Let us go back to slavery. Read.
Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land.
Read on.
If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land.
You see that? Where you at? What verse you at?
Verse 8.
Verse 8 said, and if the Lord delight, verse 7. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. Joshua and Caleb, man. Judah and Ephraim.
You know what's crazy though? By understanding, like, we just seen the sea just split. We just seen the plagues and everything that happened in Egypt. We just seen all of this stuff, and we allowed fear from just the leaders inciting fear from the other nations, by the other nations. We just seen the wondrous works of the Lord.
Right.
We should have had way more faith in that than having fear in the other nations.
Having fear, right.
Like, hold on, man. Hey, I just seen the Lord cast down a whole nation. He killed the entire Egyptians for us, the Egyptian army. So now we scared of these nobodies? You crazy as hell.
We always crazy. We was crazy as hell. Read on.
Verse 8.
Watch this.
If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land, and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not ye against the Lord.
Read that again.
Only rebel not ye against the Lord.
Only rebel not against the Lord. Watch this.
Neither fear ye.
Neither what?
Neither fear ye the people of the land.
Fearing the people of the land that God already ordained you was considered rebellion against God.
Right.
Fear leads to rebellion against God, because now you're not trusting in his words. You actually going against what he already said was going to happen. You're going against what he already promised you.
Right.
He already said, hey, yeah, the land belongs to you. I'm going to give you a land flowing with milk and honey. Go spy the land, bring back a good report, and we're going to get it. Fear is rebellion.
Going to the creator of the universe and saying, Lord, did you see these people? Did you see these people? Come on, man. You got to get that fear out of you.
Got to get that fear out. Read on.
Only rebel not ye against the Lord.
Go ahead.
Neither fear ye the people of the land.
Neither fear you. Watch this.
For they are bread for us.
They are what?
For they are bread for
They
us.
are nothing, and we gonna devour them. That's some. I'm telling you, that's some hip talk, man. We gonna devour them. They breed them up. Us. They are nothing. Read on.
Their defense is departed from them,
Go
and
ahead.
the Lord is with us. Fear them not.
The Lord is with us. Fear them not. The Lord ain't. Let me tell you, the Lord ain't about wimps, man. The Lord never been about no wimps. If you a wimp, you fear God. The Lord ain't with you. The Lord ain't never been about wimps. Read.
But all the
That's how you know God is black.
Right.
The Lord said, I'm rolling with warriors. If you a wimp, you can't roll with me.
Like you say,
If you scared, you fearful, you can't roll with me. Go back. Send them back home. Send them back home before they put fear upon all the nations.
spread like a virus.
Go, read.
Verse 10. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones.
They said, we going to stone these niggas. You got to understand that fear.
That's crazy.
That fear was so strong that they would rather put their brothers to death for believing in God. Tell you, man, that's just like today.
Yeah.
That's just like today. They'd rather kill our guts. They'd rather kill our guts because that fear to rebel against the white man is so strong that there's no way that they can follow the so-called Hebrew Israelite movement. When actually this is a God-given movement. This is a nationality thing. This is a prophecy thing. This is a bloodline. But that fear in them would have them neglect their own divine identity because they don't want to rebel against those tall giants.
Right.
They don't want to rebel against those strong men that was in the land. Read.
But all the congregation bade stone them with stones. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the
Watch
congregation
this. Read.
before all the children of Israel.
Read.
And the Lord said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me?
How long will these people provoke me? Read.
And how long will it be, ere they believe me? For all the signs which I have showed among
I'll
them,
show them all these damn signs. Read.
I will smite them with the pestilence.
You know what? I'm going to kill them all. Read.
And disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation, and mightier than they.
Give me Psalm 78. Doubting God is a sin. I want you to understand that. When that fear come upon you that makes you doubt God, you are in the midst of sin. That's an evil thing. Doubting God is a sin. Tempting God is a sin. Read. 78 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
They kept not the covenant of God,
Remember now, we going back over the history of what we just read. Read.
and refused to walk in his law, and forgot his works, and his wonders that he had showed them.
And forgot his works. When fear comes upon you, like I said, what does that fear do? Brings confusion. Confusion brings panic. Panic, when you're in the panic mode, you cannot think clear. If you cannot think clear, you'll believe anything.
Right.
You'll believe anything. Read on.
Marvelous things did he in the sight of their fathers, in the land of Egypt, in the field of Zoan.
Go ahead.
He divided the sea and caused them to pass through. And he made the waters to stand as an heap. In the daytime also he led them with a cloud, and all the night with a light of fire.
Go ahead.
He clave the rocks in the wilderness, and gave them drink as out of the great depths.
These are all the wonderful works of the Lord that he did for us. Read.
He brought streams also out of the rock, and caused waters to run down like rivers. And they sinned yet more against him,
Watch this.
by provoking the Most High in the wilderness.
Watch this.
And they tempted God.
They did what?
And they tempted God
They tempted God. Read.
in their heart by asking meat for their lust.
Asking meat for their lust. They tempted God by going to him to fulfill their lust. Read on.
Yea, they spake against God. They said, can God furnish a table in the wilderness? Behold, he smote the rock that the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? Therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth.
Go ahead.
So a fire was kindled against Jacob.
Read
And
on.
anger also.
You're going to read it verse 22. Where you at?
Verse 21.
Okay, go ahead.
And anger also came up against Israel,
Watch this.
because they believed not in God.
Read that again. It says anger
Right.
came upon Israel. Read.
And anger also came up against Israel,
Watch this.
because they believed not in God,
And what they do, read on?
and trusted not in his salvation.
Because we believe not in God. That fear caused us not to believe in God and not trust. What it say? Not trust in his salvation. Tell you, that's some heavy stuff, man.
Right.
Fear will cause you to sin against God. And that's why the nations, remember it says the nations lay snouts privily. All of their traps that they do is based off of keeping us in sin and keeping us in fear. We got to control these niggas by keeping them in fear. Go to the book of 2 Corinthians 11:14.
Absolutely right, because the Lord didn't put the spirit of fear on us.
The Lord didn't give us that
He
spirit.
didn't give us that spirit.
He gave us that fear to fear him,
Right.
not to fear these other nations. But because of slavery, because of our disobedience, now we have that spirit of fear upon us when it comes to dealing with the other nations.
Right.
2 Corinthians 11:14.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
We got to understand something. Satan himself, the damn devil himself, transformed into an angel of light. Transform into the angel of light. They will make you feel like everything they do is for the betterment of you.
Right.
I have a PhD, I have a bachelor's degree, I have my white coat. I was gonna go to the hospital, like, man, I hate seeing people get white coats everywhere. Oh, where's my white coat? Give me my white coat. Gotta walk around my white coat. They said white coat says that, yeah, I'm a doctor. I have my credentials. Right. I understand. I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, if you going to school, you ain't white coat. I'll praise the Most High. There's a difference. You repentant Israelites that's keeping the laws of God, that's for your people, and you got a white coat on, all praise to the Most High.
Right. We need that.
We need that right there. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. For real. But you heathens out there with your white coats, you can burn in that white coat. I don't give a damn.
Fire upon that.
Burn, right. Fire upon that.
Fire upon that.
Go burn that white coat, man. Give me 2 Timothy 1:7.
Die to death.
I say, hey, man, we got to do better, Israel. We got to do better, man. We need our sisters to take care of each other. We need our sisters because we weren't about. And you know what's crazy? In my mind, I was like, man, I got a white woman delivering my Israelite baby. I was thinking about that. I got all white women in the room. Not one sister. Not one right. Judah, Ephraim, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom. Not one Israelite sister in the room right now delivering Israelite baby, delivering God's daughters.
Oh, Israel, how far we fallen?
We are allowing heathens to deliver God's sons and daughters. Mm-hmm. And thinking that they're going to have their best interests at heart. Thinking that they're going to make sure that everything is good. Thinking that they're going to make sure that the mother is good, comfortable. Make sure she's in the spirit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Remind her that the Lord is with her.
Right.
Remind her who she is. Make sure those babies is good, healthy. Not offering chemicals, but they didn't even take their 10th breath yet. They already offering us chemicals. Already. We need more Israelite nurses, more Israelite doctors, more Israelite midwives.
Right.
We need those things, y'all. We need those things in the nation. We need those.
Yeah. And you was there because if they would have pulled the babies out into the nursing room, Lord knows what they could have put inside of them without your knowledge.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because it happens.
That's dangerous, man.
You best believe it happens. You best believe that stuff happens. You best believe it. They take your baby out the room. Something happened to your baby. Baby come back. Don't even
crying.
Won't even stop.
Don't even stop. Yeah.
Tell you that stuff happens, man.
Don't know why.
Give me first. What I say?
You can't prove it.
And that's the thing. You can't prove it.
You can't prove it. You can't prove what the doctor did. You can't prove what they stuck him with.
Yep.
You can't prove it. Now your child was raised with Down syndrome, got whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever disease they want to put inside the child.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Read that.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power.
Of what?
Of power.
Of power. Read.
Of love.
Of love. Read.
And of a sound mind.
God says that spirit of fear you got, that ain't come from me. I didn't give you that spirit of fear. That fear that it's talking about is that fear to do what God ordained you to do. It's that fear to believe in the Lord. It's that fear that the fear that you need to have is the fear towards God. Like we read Proverbs 8:13. You have to fear God. That's who we fear. We fear God. Yeah. Therefore, we're going to do everything he tells us to do. And God even tells you to go to the doctor. So, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like we tell you to neglect your medication, your duties. What we saying is believe in God. Don't allow that fear to consume you. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 17:12.
The fear should come in the breaking of the commandments. That's what you should be afraid to break God's laws.
Esau uses many tactics to keep fear in our hearts. Fear will make you doubt what you know to be true. Wisdom of Solomon 17:12.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth.
Which reason offereth. Fear will cause you to doubt the things that you already know to be true. Think about it. We already got 4 kids. But that fear that they was trying to incite in us would make us doubt that our original plan, man, we already got 4 kids. 4 healthy kids, all praise to the Most High.
Right. Through experience. Yeah.
But that fear that they were inciting you would make you forget that you got already raised 4 kids without chemicals.
Right. You like that.
Already raised 4 kids without an epidural. Damn. Already raised 4, you know what I'm saying?
Did I do it wrong?
Right. Damn, am I doing something wrong?
Maybe I need to go back and get all of them
vaccinated.
The hell is
Tell you that fear, man, that fear will cause you to do that. Hey, give me the first video. So one of the fear tactics of Esau is the politics, the media. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you how they control the population. They control the masses through fear. Watch this. Put that first video up.
Doors. Let's see how long it takes to get through. And here they come.
Look at this. This is Costco. People panicking, buying toilet paper. Go to the next video. This is amazing. Yeah, go to the next video. Here, man.
Oh, hey, run that back.
Yeah, that's the far as they go right there.
The lady just slapped her in the face.
Yeah, watch this.
They jumping her.
Hey, Bob, that's enough.
All that for the toilet paper.
Watch this, y'all.
Go away from my daughter. I just want 1 pack. No, not 1 pack. What's the limit?
Pause it. Stop. Switch it back. Fear will cause you to neglect your brothers. Fear will cause you to hoard toilet paper. Oh. The sister said, I just want 1 pack. No, not 1 pack. Not 1 pack. You will not get that one. That's fear, man. That's what fear does, man. Fear, like I said, fear causes panic. Panic puts you in a state of confusion. And when you're in that state, you will believe anything. You will believe anything, and you will neglect your first duties, which is love thy brother as thyself, love the Lord with all thy might, love thy brother as thyself.
That's why Christ said, through iniquity abound, the love wax cold. That stuff will happen, man. You give a damn about you. I need to take care of me.
I need to do me. Why? Because I'm fear. Think about it, bro. I want to say something. Why did people hoard toilet paper in the first place? That don't even make sense. A side effect. What is it? What do they call it? A symptom of COVID-19 was not diarrhea.
Right.
That wasn't a symptom. That was not a symptom.
Not at all.
So who the hell persuaded the people to hoard toilet paper?
I think the news media said something.
Yeah, it was the news. It was the
Something-
media, bro. It was the
something about-
politics.
right.
The media, man. They put that fear in you. Oh, if I were you, you guys better stack them on toilet paper.
Right. And they said that once. After that,
And everybody's stacking them on toilet paper. Hoarding toilet paper. You know people hoarding the thing that they don't need to live. You don't need toilet paper to live. You need water. You need food.
Right.
You need a substance. You need herbs, herbal vitamins.
Right.
You need that to live. But everybody going crazy over some damn toilet paper. Go to the next video.
If that sister had a gun, she would have killed her over some toilet paper.
Oh, she would have killed her.
Over some toilet paper. She would have shot her.
She would have killed
Shoulda
her
shot her.
ass. Go to the next video.
Let me be very clear.
Watch this.
Things are going to continue to get worse before they get better. The memorial we held 2 nights ago will not be our last one, unfortunately. The death toll will likely top 500,000 next month. The cases will continue to mount. We didn't get into this mess overnight. It's going to take months for us to turn things around. But let me be equally clear. We will get through this. We will defeat this pandemic. And to a nation waiting for action, let me be the clearest on this point. Help is on the way. Today, I am unveiling a national strategy on COVID-19 and executive actions to beat this pandemic. This plan reflects the ideas I set forward during the campaign and further refined over the past 3 months. It consists of my transitions teams, the task force, Tony Fauci and the team here today and other experts put this plan together. Our national strategy is comprehensive. It's based on science, not politics. It's based on truth, not denial, and it's detailed. You can review this entire plan by going to whitehouse.gov. It is so detailed, it is over 198 pages. And complete
Stop.
detail.
You be crazy as hell. You think he read that.
Right.
He ain't coming with that crap. And what fear will cause you to believe that man.
He ain't even convinced in his own.
He ain't right. He ain't even convinced his own self.
Right.
He read from a damn teleprompter. Fear will cause you to believe this devil. Fear will cause you to believe. Go back. We almost done with it. Go back.
To do. Our plan starts with mounting an aggressive, safe, and effective vaccination campaign to meet our goal of administering 100 million shots in our first 100 days in office. We're on day 1. This will be one of the greatest operational challenges our nation has ever undertaken. And I'm committed to getting it done. We're committed to getting it done. And as I explained last week, we'll move heaven and earth to get more people vaccinated for free and create more places for them to get vaccinated, to mobilize more medical teams to get shots in people's arms, and to increase vaccine supply and get it out the door as fast as possible.
I want y'all to pause. We're done with it. Now, I want y'all to understand something. It says we will do 1 million shots in 100 days. That what it said, million, right? Our goal is to do 1 million shots.
100 million.
100 million shots in 100 days, bro. Now, I want y'all to understand something. That's 1 million shots a day. This dude just said that the shots will be free. I want you to understand something. This vaccine costed over $1 billion to make, I believe, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Over $1 billion to make. But they giving it out for free? That's gonna make you gotta wonder that thing. That don't go together.
Right.
Something that costs $1 billion to make, but then we're gonna give it to you for free. That's just something to think about.
Right. Really.
That's just something to think about,
Really.
man. Because this devil got an agenda, and he's going to put fear in you to make you believe him, to make you believe Big Pharma, and neglect God, neglect your power, neglect your guidance counselor, neglect your father, neglect your doctor. Because everything starts with the word of God. Everything starts with the word of God. It ends with the word of God. That's what we got to understand. Get 1 Ezra 5:73 real quick. First Ezra 5:73.
The book of First Ezra, chapter.
Yeah, the dude said he'll move heaven and earth to make sure that you're vaccinated. Heaven and earth. Read on. Go ahead.
The book of First Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 73. And by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions, they hindered the finishing of the building.
It says by their secret plots, the popular persuasion, their media, they cause fear, incite fear through their media to hinder the reviving of the nation of Israel. Go to the healthcare video. We almost done.
Jacking up the death tolls and all kind of crazy stuff.
Yep.
Just to make you, oh man.
I'm like, damn, nobody died from heart attacks no more.
Right.
Brother died from a car accident, but then they say, oh, he had COVID.
Got shot.
COVID is on his death certificate. COVID.
Right.
On his morgue, what they call?
The plight.
When they do the what they do the toe tag. COVID-19. But the brother missing a nose and an arm from a car accident, but it's labeled COVID-19.
Hey.
Go on, read that. Play that thing. Play the video.
The hot seat here in the United States. He faces scrutiny and a lot of criticism after increasing the price of one particular drug by 5,000%.
Stop.
And
this devil increased the drug by 5,000%.
That's wicked as hell.
And put fear in our people to make them buy it. Watch this. Go ahead.
A lot of criticism after increasing the price of one particular drug by 5,000%. And despite many questions in Congress, he refused to answer them. CTV's Daniel
What's this devil, y'all? What's this devil?
Some call him the most hated man in America. On Thursday, Martin Shkreli was summoned to appear before a powerful U.S. congressional committee to answer to his actions. As head of Turing Pharmaceuticals, he purchased the rights to the drug Daraprim, a treatment for parasitic infections, malaria, and HIV, increasing the purchase price from $13.50 to $750 per pill.
Per pill.
To the consternation
Stop. $13 per pill. He bumped it up to $700 per pill. Hey. He bumped it up to $700 per pill, and they put fear in our people to get them to buy this thing.
It's crazy.
Instead of turning to God, instead of going to the diet of God and changing our eating habits,
right.
Changing our like the scripture say, leave off from sin.
Well, even because by the keeping of the laws, you wouldn't even have to, because that's what, AIDS pills, HIV pills.
AIDS, yeah.
You get married, you wouldn't have to deal with that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
to $750 per pill. To the consternation of lawmakers,
now watch this
Shkreli invoked a U.S. constitutional clause to avoid self-incrimination.
What do you say to that single pregnant woman who might have AIDS, no income? She needs Daraprim in order to survive. What do you say to her when she has to make that choice?
On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination and respectfully decline to answer your question.
Do you think you've done anything wrong?
On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Tell you the devil, man.
Against self-incrimination and respectfully decline to answer your question.
Shkreli resigned as CEO of Turing Pharmaceuticals in December after being arrested and charged with running his former companies like Ponzi schemes, but he denies the securities fraud allegations. Turing's current chief commercial officer, Nancy Reslav, says the company is taking steps to make the drug more affordable.
You can look away if you like, but I wish you could see the faces of people, no matter what Ms. Reslav says. who cannot get the drugs.
Tell you this dude, look at his face, just smirking.
The virtually
He don't give a damn.
Shkreli was then allowed to leave. But
All right,
soon
move
after,
on. We're moving on. Go to the next one. Tell you his fear, man, and he gonna cause people to be in fear to go pay that $700 pill.
That's crazy, man.
Fear. Go to the next
That's
one.
wicked.
Chantix and support. Talk to your doctor about Chantix and a support plan that's right for you. Some people have had changes in behavior, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, and suicidal
Pause.
thoughts.
This is Chantix. I don't know if y'all remember. I think Saturday Night Live did a skit about Chantix. This is medication, I think, for asthma. I think some people have had changes in behavior, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, suicidal thoughts, or actions while taking or after stopping Chantix. Go on. What's this?
Actions while taking or after stopping Chantix. If you notice agitation, hostility, depression, or changes in behavior, thinking, or mood that are not typical for you, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions,
Oh, is it stop smoking?
taking Chantix and call your doctor right away. Talk to your doctor about any history of depression or other mental health problems, which can get worse while taking Chantix. Some people can have allergic or serious skin reactions to Chantix, some of which can be life-threatening. If you notice swelling of face, mouth, throat, or a rash, stop taking Chantix and see your doctor right away. Tell your doctor which medicines you're taking, as they may work differently when you quit smoking.
Stop. You saw the devil, man. He saw the devil. In the background, everything is so lovely. The song is so peaceful. He's playing with the dog. He's so happy. But the words that's going on is saying, you're gonna be depressed. You're gonna develop mental health issues. You're gonna have suicidal thoughts.
You're gonna have dreams. Dreams are gonna tell you to kill yourself.
Right. You're gonna have a dream. What do they call it?
Lucid dreams.
Nah, what they call night terrors.
Right.
You can have all that.
Wake up in sweats.
Right. Explosive diarrhea.
Who want that?
You gonna have night sweats. Hell, I might well keep smoking. Shit, I'm gonna die. I might well just keep smoking. But this is the tactics of Esau, man. This is the tactics of Esau. Go to the next one. Go to the labor and childbirth. The what? Oh yeah. Pull that one up. Yeah, put it. Is that which one is that? Was that the asthma one, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, watch this.
Has asthma pushed you into a smaller life? Are your asthma treatments just not enough? Then see what could open up for you with Fasenra. It is not a steroid or inhaler. It is not a rescue medicine or for other eosinophilic conditions.
Stop.
It's an add-on injection.
It is not a, what is it? It's not a rescue medicine. It's not an inhaler. It's not for struggling to breathe. What the hell? I got asthma. Why are you giving me the medication? They gonna help me with my asthma. Read on. I mean, go ahead, play it.
Injection for people 12 and up with asthma driven by eosinophils. Nearly 7 out of 10 adults with asthma may have elevated eosinophils. Fasenra is designed to target and remove eosinophils, a key cause of asthma. It helps to prevent asthma attacks, improve breathing, and can reduce the need for oral steroids like prednisone. Fasenra may cause allergic reactions. Get help right away if you have swelling of your face, mouth, and tongue, or trouble breathing.
Stop! Bruh!
The medicine you take can make it worse.
Bruh, they said that the medication is supposed to help you breathe, but it can also make your breathing worse.
Right. You can have trouble breathing.
That makes no sense. Tell you about this white man's the devil. We cannot put our trust in this white man.
Right.
We cannot put our trust in this white man, y'all. We taking medications that's gonna make our condition worse. The man just said it's supposed to help you breathe, but a side effect is you may have a swelling of throat, swelling of face, and trouble breathing. What's the point of the damn medication then?
Right. Swelling the throat.
Yeah, you can't breathe. Go back, man. Go back. Goodness gracious. Yeah.
your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Headache and sore throat may occur. Could you
Get
be
help
living a bigger
immediately.
life?
You're gonna die.
Ask an asthma specialist about Fasenra.
Go back. Pause it at the end. It says, if you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help. For cost and affordability information, visit Fasenra.com. Fasenra, breathtaking science, breath-giving medication. Say that damn devil.
The one that closes your throat.
Right. You're supposed to close your throat, swell your face up.
Give you
Your
more
gas
pop.
can't breathe with a closed throat. It ain't no barely breathing. You are dead. You gonna die. Go to the last video. We almost done. Okay, yeah, that's the one. We got to read this one. Now this one's going into labor and childbirth. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Read that thing, Hezekiah.
A shocking number of women are harassed, ignored, and mistreated during childbirth. A new study finds 1 in 6 women report maternal mistreatment. The number is higher for women of color. Tanifer Camara had no intention of giving birth at home. She planned with her midwife to do it in a hospital. But at 38 weeks, she went into labor. When she called her midwife to say she thought that it was time to go to the hospital.
And I guarantee that midwife was a white woman. I guarantee you. The midwife was the devil. But even amongst the devils, their midwives still ain't got your best interest. That's why we need our own midwives. We need Israelite women delivering Israelite babies, because Israelite women will have the utmost care for Israelite babies. Go ahead.
The midwife dismissed her, telling her to wait a little longer at home. Tamara then found herself sprawled on her bed with the uncontrollable urge to push.
Now she called her midwife, hey, it's about that time. I'm going into labor. Remember, I'm 38 weeks. 38 weeks is the length of your is the length. That means you ready. You ready to pop. She said, I'm ready to go. The midwife told her, no, wait a little longer. Watch this. Keep going.
Camara then found herself sprawled on her bed with uncontrollable urge to push, assisted only by her husband and then 6-year-old son.
Watch this.
She gave birth to a daughter within 30 minutes, covering her bed in blood and other fluids.
She gave birth to her daughter in her house, and she wasn't prepared to do it in her house. She tried to get a midwife there. The midwife dismissed her. Keep going.
I was not prepared for a home birth, Camara, whose lactation consultant in Oakland, California, said. Her husband had to scramble to find something to tie the umbilical cord. He used a shoelace. On the way to the hospital, Camara developed blood clots.
She developed blood clots, we don't.
When she arrived, she was hemorrhaging and had to take medication to stop the bleeding.
She couldn't stop bleeding. Think about it, she did all this at her house by herself and her husband. I'm telling you, man, that's a sight, man. That's a sight, right? Especially the husband ain't, don't really know what to do. We don't.
In the end, she and her daughter were healthy. But every step of the way, I had to advocate for myself, she said. If I didn't have the knowledge that I had around pregnancy, birth, and breastfeeding, it could have been a lot worse. 1 in 6 women experience mistreatment.
Watch this. Watch this.
The numbers are worse for women of color.
The numbers are worse for women of color. When it says women of color, it's talking about Israel. And I'm going to prove that. Keep going.
The 5 most common forms of maternal mistreatment: doctors, midwives, or nurses. Shouted or scolded,
8.5%. Go ahead.
Ignored, refused requests for help, or didn't respond quickly enough, 7.8%. Violated physical privacy, 5.5%. Threatened to withhold treatment, or forced a treatment patients didn't want.
Forced a treatment patients didn't want. Go ahead.
That should probably be on the highest.
Yeah, it is. It is. But, they can't put it out there. Go ahead.
4.5%. Threatened in any other way, 2.1%. From regular moms like...
Go down. We're going to skip that. Go down. Let me see. The race of mistreated and high. There we go. Right there. That's what I wanted. Right there. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Read.
The rates of mistreatment were even higher for certain racial groups. Indigenous women were most likely to report being mistreated, 33%.
Israel.
Followed by Hispanic women,
Israel,
25%. And black women,
Israel,
23%.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. The majority of women that are being mistreated when it comes to labor and birth is Israel. Israel's at the top of the list for women that's being forced to take medication, that's being shouted, disrespected. Their bodies are not cared for. They're being neglected in medication. Israel's at the top of the list. Go back to the article.
14% of white women reported being mistreated.
14%. You go from 33%. You got to understand something. Let's add that percentage up. 33 plus 25 plus 23. Can you do the math, please? 81%. 81% of complaints comes from Israelite women. 81% of complaints of issues that's being forced on them, on mistreating, of being mistreated, putting that fear in them to neglect God, putting that fear in them to neglect their husband, putting that fear in them to neglect what they know is right, what they feel is right in their bodies. 80-some% is going through this neglected. 80-some%. Go back to the article. We almost done.
Women who gave birth in hospitals who were 24 years old or younger and lower income reported higher rates of mistreatment.
So you guys say 24 years or younger and lower income, they wasn't even a part of those percentages. But they reported higher rates of mistreatment. Go ahead.
This is a widespread phenomenon, said the study's lead author, Saraswati Vedam, a midwife and professor at the University of British Columbia. Mistreatment, when you look at it in all of its aspects, certainly includes people being shouted at, scolded, or experiencing physical and verbal abuse.
Go ahead.
But there's also not being listened to.
Not being listened to. No, we're going to do this to your body. We're going to do this. Bruh, the doctor come in the room and says, we're going to take your baby out to go do. Oh, no, the hell you ain't. Right. You ain't going to tell me what you going to do with my baby. Who the hell you think you is, man? Yep. You think you God? You think you own me? You own us? We're going to take the baby out. No, the hell you ain't. You going to do that right here in the room. Right here. You going to do it right. You best believe I'll be watching your ass. For real. You best believe it. Bro, they did everything in their power to try to take my babies out the room. They did everything in their power. They thought it was sleep. Oh, no, I ain't sleep. I know when you come in the room. Right. I'm up. I'm listening. I am listening. I hear everything. Tell you, man, that's it. They try to come in the middle of the night. Like, nah, I'm up. I'm right here. What's up? What you need? What's up?
Now imagine all the sisters that didn't have.
That's what I'm saying. I single that's why we gotta have trusted midwives.
Right.
We gotta have trusted doctors that we can trust, man. That we can trust. Right. Where the father got to be mommy got to be stressed out. Right. She should be only worried about having a baby.
Yep.
She shouldn't be stressed out. She shouldn't have to worry about, damn, is this the right thing for me? Is this the right thing for my baby? Now, if things happen, we understand that where emergency things come forth, but you still should be given options. You should be given options. You shouldn't be telling me what you're going to do. You should be giving me options. Okay, we can do this or we can do that.
It's your choice.
It's your choice.
Right.
What do you want to do? I had the lady, I'll tell y'all something. Israel, I'm going to share this with y'all before we get off this thing. I'm going to share this with y'all. I had the lady tell me, well, your baby has jaundice, right? Your baby has jaundice. We got to put the baby under lights. Got to put the baby under the UV lights, right? So I said, well, doctor, what about sunlight? Don't sunlight work?
Right.
This demon said, oh, no, you never want to put a baby in sunlight. You never want to put a newborn baby in the sun. I'm like, what the hell? You a damn liar. I got 4 kids. I want to say, right. Don't you know we raised 4 kids and we took their behind out in the sun?
Right. The sun ain't meant for you.
Right, right. That's the thing. The sun not meant for your skin, but it's meant for Israelite skin.
Right.
The sun heals Israelite skins.
Right.
The sun heals diseases that jaundice. Oh, the sun knock it right out. But they're gonna look me in my face and say, "Oh no, you never want to put a newborn baby in the sunlight. You the damn devil.
No newborn.
Right. You don't want to put your heathen devilish babies when the Lord said they cry, they lie us from the womb.
Right.
From birth, they cry, they lie. Why? That's a lie. Why? Yep, he lied. Tell you, man, it's the devil, man. The damn devil. Go back. Now we almost done. Let me get Isaiah 41:10. We almost done. Isaiah 41:10. What's up? Oh, we supposed to stop at 9 or what? Okay. All right, yeah, we almost done. Isaiah 41:10.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee.
The Lord say, fear not, I will strengthen thee. The Lord say, I will help you. We looking for the help every other way, every other nation, every other possibility. We're looking for help from all the wrong. You know, I said, looking for love in all the wrong places. That's what we're doing. We're looking for help in all the wrong places, man. We need to look for real. We need to look for help from God. Read on.
Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Go to what verse you at?
That's verse 10, sir.
You finished it or you got more?
Finished.
Go to 1 John 4:18. Yes, Israel, we need more. We need more midwives, y'all. We need more midwives. Hey, all praise to the Most High. I'm telling you, Caps of Cards, they're in the spirit. They're in the spirit, man.
All
they
praises.
already ordained. They already ordained my daughters to be midwives, bro.
All praises.
They already ordained them. I say, you know what, y'all in the spirit. You know what? We gonna do that. We gonna. I told my wife, pretty soon we gonna start have them listening to midwife teachings.
Right.
They babies, but we're gonna be playing that midwife in the background. They're gonna be hearing that thing, man. They're gonna be ordained to be midwives, man. I'm telling you.
All praises.
Read that.
We need that.
We need that thing. We need that thing.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
It said, he that feareth is not made perfect in love. Read it from the top again.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 18. There is no fear in love.
There is no fear in love. You keeping God's commandments, you should have no fear. You doing what's right by the Lord, it should be no fear. It should be no fear in love. You love your brother like yourself, it should be no fear. Read on.
But perfect love casteth out fear.
When you perfect your faith in the Lord, you perfect your keeping the commandments, you understand, okay, the Lord said he got me no matter what. Ain't no fear, man. It's going to cast out fear. But when fear come upon us, because it does from time to time, it does, it's going to come upon us. Like I said, we human. We mortal men. We are less in stature than our forefathers. It's going to come upon us, but we got to have that capacity, that mental capacity, and that fortitude. We got to have that fortitude, and like Paul said, don't waver. Don't waver in this thing. You stand strong, and you believe in the Lord. No matter what comes upon you, you put your faith in God. You don't put your faith in man. You put your faith in God, and God will direct you. He already tell you what to do. Leave off from sin. Set thy heart aright. Then go see the physician.
Right.
Then go see the doctor. He already tell you what to do. Don't be insatiable with dainty meats. Don't eat like a pig, like a slob. Gluttonous. Your ass at IHOP, you eat a double cheeseburger, with pancakes, with the strawberry float. What the hell you doing? The Lord already tell you what to do. The Lord already tell you what to do. But we don't take the Lord serious. We put our faith in medicine. Well, as long as I take this medicine, I can eat what I want. As long as I take this medicine, it's going to keep my diabetes at check.
As long as I drink this Diet Coke with this super
Right.
sized meal.
I got a double cheeseburger with 2 fried eggs on it. Then I got a side order pancake, strawberry syrup. And not only that, I have hash browns. Then I have a strawberry milkshake with a Diet Coke.
With a Diet Coke.
The hell is this?
The Diet
with
Coke
the Diet Coke.
is going to cancel all that
the
out.
Diet Coke is going to keep me healthy. Why? Because I put my faith in this medication.
Right.
Long as I got this medication, I'm going to be all right. I can eat what I want. Hey, you put your faith in the white man. Put your faith in the damn devil. Read on.
There is no fear in love.
Ain't no fear in love. Read on.
But perfect love casteth out fear.
Go get Proverbs 29 and 25. Get Proverbs 29, 25. We almost done, y'all. We almost done.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
The fear of a man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe.
Whoso putteth his trust in God shall be safe. The fear of a man bringeth a snare, a trap. You fall right to that trap when that fear come in. You fall right to that trap. Up, got him. He feared. He fears me. Got him. When the white man know you fear him, you are not, what's the word I'm looking for? You are not intimidating. I'm going to tell you that right now. When the white man know he can cause you to fear him and neglect God, you have lost the battle. You are not intimidated at all. At all. That's why the white man kill us in the street. That's why man do whatever he want to do to us. All the nations, the Chinaman whoop our women's asses in the hair stores. And the next day, we will go right back to his store and sell out all his products.
And what's worse is the same thing will happen. Something will happen to them, and then we'll band together with them.
Yeah. Oh, Asian lives matter.
The hell is this?
The Asians just got murdered. Now all black people want to band together with Asians. Right. Where was the damn Asians when they was whooping your ass for a doggone hairpiece?
Beating you out of their stove.
Yeah, beating you out of their stove. You got wigs in your bag, and they still whoop your ass. And then the next day, a whole line of black women still trying to go to this store.
That's crazy.
Huh?
Natasha.
Right, killing your little girls. Telling you, it's crazy, man. We don't have any faith in God. We fear these people. We think we need them. You don't need these nations.
Right.
The nations need you.
For real.
But they put that fear in us to make us believe we need them. But it's actually vice versa. They need us. Without us, they would be nothing. Without us, they would have to give everything back. Nothing they have today is originated by them. It's all us. It's all Israel. Read. Go to Isaiah 43 and 1. Gotta read quick. We almost done.
Psychological.
Right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 43 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not.
Do what?
Fear not.
I'm going to tell you, throughout the Bible, the Lord always told Israel not to fear. Always told Israel not, for the time of Gideon. They scared? Send them back home. Send them back. Nah. They got to go back. They can go to war.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready. Send them back. The Lord ain't never dealt with a fearful nation. He ain't never dealt with that. The Lord ain't about fear. You understand? It's like a slap in the face. It's like a slap in the face. The creator of heaven and earth is on our side. Is on our side, but yet we still fear the people. We got a God. That's like having Superman. Let's have a Superman at your beck and call, fight for you, but yet you still scared of the people. You know what I'm saying? Just sort of say. And they say Superman is supposedly strongest hero. That's like having Superman at your beck and call, but yet you still scared of the people. What the hell wrong with you? Don't you know who I am? They can't whoop me. I'm with y'all. They can't whoop me. They ain't going to be able to whoop y'all. We don't.
Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine.
Thou art the Lord's. What verse you at?
That's the end of verse 1.
Okay, read on.
Verse 2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt.
When thou walkest through the fire, the Lord said, I got you. Read on.
Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Read on.
For I am the Lord thy God.
You're going to read the verse 3. Read.
The Holy One of Israel.
Read.
Thy Savior.
Thy what?
Thy Savior.
Thy Savior. Read on.
I gave Egypt for thy ransom.
The Lord said, I gave Egypt for thy ransom. Read.
Ethiopia and Seba for
the Lord
thee.
say, I killed these nations for you. That's some heavy stuff, man. The Lord say, what you scared for? I have the power to destroy nations for your sake. You shouldn't be scared of a damn thing. Nothing on this earth should make you tremble. But because of our disobedience towards God, because of our disobedience, the Lord cursed us to where it said we're going to be shaken. We're going to be shaken. We're going to be scared. One should come. What did it say? One should come against 1,000 to make them scared. Something I forget what it says. Leviticus 26. Yeah, we was going to be scared. But we got to come back to that mindset of not being scared of nothing, of not having fear, making sure our faith is strong, believing in the Lord in all things. Whatever happens, you believe in God. You don't let nobody put fear in your heart. You don't let nobody put fear in your mind to make you go against what God already ordained from the beginning. The Lord said this world is ours. The kingdom is ours. We win. We got next. We will win this thing. Why are we letting the nations put fear in our hearts? We cannot do that. Give me Hebrews 11:6, the last scripture.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 6.
Read.
But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
It is impossible to please God. Read.
For he that cometh to God must believe that he is.
Must what?
Must believe that he is.
Must what?
Must believe that he is.
I said, you come to God, you got to believe that he is. Read on.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
The Lord said, I'm going to reward you. Last scripture, Hebrews 2:1. Hebrews 2:1.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 2 and verse 1. Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard.
We ought to give the most earnest heed to the things that we have heard. Read on.
Lest at any time we should let them slip.
We got to be diligent, y'all. Israel, we got to be diligent. We got to be diligent. Unless if we don't be diligent, these words going to slip right past us. And they're going to go right over our head. Right? So all praise to the Most High. I pray, Israel, I pray that y'all took something from this class. Don't let these nations put fear in your mind. Don't let these nations put fear in your heart. Because the tactics of fear is many fear tactics of Satan. Yeah. We only went over 2, media, politics, and the healthcare. Right. But it's many more. But what we got to do, we got to walk circumspectly so that we can see, we can identify those tactics and not allow fear to overcome us. All right?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.